We really wanted to make a statement when we were opening our first store. We knew that the actual location we were going to be opening in was going to be lower foot traffic and maybe a little harder to attract people to. So we wanted to try to enhance that with brand recognition and brand visibility. And we wanted it to really look very professional, very clean, and not just kind of like patchworked together with a little bit of hodgepodge. And I think that really did work. It just really impressed people as well as ourselves.
I chose to work with Hunter because for me, she seemed a little bit more relatable. She seemed friendly, relaxed, and yeah, I feel like I could just let down and try to get my point across, and I didn't feel like I would have to hit a wall getting there.
If I were to add to that too, is the relatability is kind of a big thing, and also finding someone who matches your energy, matches your desire to really bring the best out of what you're trying to do. And because the way Hunter made us feel was that if we were successful, then she had done a good job. And that was really important to us because so many times in a lot of like business to business service transactions, sometimes it's like you get the service and you're done. But we've been able to maintain a relationship too, and the check ins, and just throughout the entire process, it was very comforting and easy to work with. We needed someone else to be able to take all of the ideas that we had and bring them together. And through the different steps and the way in which the partnership is built out with Hunter is really nice because you get to start really with that discovery phase. And it very much is just like Hunter gives you a blank wall and you can put anything you want on it and nothing's out of bounds, which was like so great because then as you continue through the process, you get to see how each of those elements influenced part of what came together. And again, I need to emphasize like the responsiveness and the flexibility of being able to ask questions, suggest changes, communicate about updates and revisions was really easy. And it just really was collaborative from beginning to end. And I would 100% choose that again. One of the biggest things that kind of happened since implementing our brand is honestly the number of people who are like, "Are you a franchise?" And we're like, "No, like we started this business all just the two of us. And at a very important, kind of turning point for the business, we made a decision to really invest in a new brand identity and things like that. And it really paid off. I feel a lot more confident in our brand these days than previously. Now, I was satisfied with what we had come up with previously and how it was working and things like that, but it didn't have that heightened level of professionalism that I wanted if we were going to be opening our first store. And that I think was just really important.
I definitely got a lot more value out of the process than I thought I would get. Really helps synthesize all of the ideas I had and narrows it down into one thing to help you be more professional at your job. So she's really just there helping you get all of your stuff together so that way you can put your best foot forward and focus on other things. You're like, okay, I get this branding and I can just apply it to different things and I can focus on other things like bettering my product or dealing with customer concerns. I don't have to worry about does my business stuff look like. So that's been very helpful for us.
I would even say, as the one who does a lot of our marketing materials or making our menus, different things like that, it has drastically cut down on the amount of time I spend doing some of that because I know what to pull from, what I'm going to be using. I've got the necessary resources to be able to plug and play and do what I need to get things done. I mean, I would emphasize what Jeffrey said too. Like the process brings out what you want without you realizing exactly what you wanted. I don't know how what I ended up with is exactly what we wanted based on what we said in the beginning, but it is so perfect. And I would 100% do it again if I were to do any kind of sub brand or things like that. I'm going to choose Hunter because it was a positive experience and it has made my life easier as a business owner. I mean, choose Hunter. She's great. I honestly, I don't know what else to say other than that, like, it was such a positive experience. We love it.